It's in the game.
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him. WC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Not finding any running room. I think that loss is going to get back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's third down.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down TFL, second down TFL. Now you set up third and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
On the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quick release on the RPO. It's a running room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Bernard. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking to throw again. Sets up the screen. Oh, out of space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Here's a heat. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Gets it out quickly. Runs through a tackle. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Whittington. Wide open spaces. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon! Fit it in the window for the score.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looking for a push on fourth down. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll go to the ground, finding open areas. Spins away from the defender. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Moore to the air, using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Looking to fire. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Trying to keep the drive alive. And some room to work. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, that's tough when you run the RPO and you put me in conflict. You can't let those linebackers come downhill really fast because I still have to play pass, and they hand it off, and they get the big fourth down conversion.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Simpson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, deep down the right side. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown Tide! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell. When he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
Moore will throw. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eye.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Moore to the air. Now sliding to his left. Got enough space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Sends it back in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Crosses the 30. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Cuevas. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Miller with the ball. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
To the air, it's Simpson. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. The short hands, it's Horton. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Trying to do it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Garcia. And they get him down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd down, going up top. Extending the play. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late, and the defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
Makes a grab past the marker. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? More to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.